Yes, sir! We here, baby. Let's jump straight into it. How you fellas doing? How you fellas doing? All right. This is going to be annoying. We can data mine the character right now to find out who it is.
Bleach.
Let's wait 13 minutes though. Let's not spoil who the character is. But I want to give my quick prediction. I think it should be Ichigo, since he's the main character with a whole new form that does a lot in the episode. But I wouldn't mind if it's AURAHIME, right? I wouldn't mind if it's AURAHIME. It was her episode, despite it being a new Bankai Ichigo. It was AURAHIME's episode. And she had a beautiful moment. So I wouldn't mind if they turned that into a character. But I also do want a new Bankai Ichigo. I'm being greedy here. So let's not try and spoil it. Let's stay off the Discords. Let's stay off the Discords. Let's stay off the leaks. Let's make a team for it, though. What team can we do? Team 5? No, I use all these teams. Team 6. It's actually still a bit crazy we only have one AURAHIME. For Blood War. Double character banner. I'd be down for a tag team. I'll be down for a tag team. But would that count as 2 characters? Would that be it for the collaboration? Because they never said 3 banners. They said 3 characters, you know? How to get orbs? We have done a free-to-play orb guide. Essentially, if you just play the game, do everything available. Senkamon for both normal Senkamon quests, special Senkamon quests, limit breaker when it's available. Do your guild quests, play the first 5 waves. That's where you get all the orbs. Try and be in an A-rank guild. You're going to get at least 50 orbs a month, right? Maybe 40 to 50 orbs a week, right? Yes, sir. Shout out to T. Oh, Uryu. Yeah, Uryu. No, honestly, if you saw my reaction, I was kind of hating on the Uryu part. Kind of exaggerating it, right? But Uryu putting the glove on Yugam to remove his almighty power. So smart. So sick. When you're watching it, it's like... Similar like when Rukia showed up. It's like, yo, how wasn't this in the manga? You know, this just feels so perfect. How wasn't this in the manga? But Uryu's performing too. They made every... They made everyone but Rukia look good, unironically. I love Rukia. But yo, she pulled up, used the Bankai, and got stabbed. She like almost contributed nothing. But it was cool though, at least I got a new Rukia. You know? No background music. You should be able to hear the music. It might just be quiet. I can turn it up. You know? Yeah, he gave the almighty back, so... I noticed in my reaction, I didn't speak up on it. I noticed the almighty came back, but I didn't realize what it fully meant, so... By Uryu removing... Yugram's almighty power, his new form, it brought the almighty back to Yuhan, so now next episode, he's gonna probably just change the future. He's just gonna come back. Hopefully with AURAHIME. You know, because that'll be kind of sad if we don't get that. You know. Episode peak and we haven't even seen Hado 99 Summer. Hey, we might even see more from Aizen. Honestly. If I see Aizen use a Bankai at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised. Because again, if Ichigo is going to be a round 2, right? If it's not Aurahime. Because the reason why I think it can be Aurahime is just because, like, what do we get for round 3? Like, we already got a Yuha. We already got an Aizen. Obviously, they could still just do another character, right? It's like, that's always a possibility. But I don't know. I was always saying Aizen makes sense for round 3. You don't do any of the 2 main characters. Like, the final fight, that can be like a 2-character anniversary banner next year. I don't know. Still not sure. But at this point, with round 2 potentially just guaranteed to be an original form character, either Aurahime or Ichigo, we can't even predict round 3, you know? Who's to say Aizen doesn't activate his Bankai? Who's to say someone else doesn't join the fight and does something crazy, you know? Why are people thinking this is the last episode? It felt like it. Like, if you didn't know the episode count, that genuinely felt like the last episode. You know? Which is crazy to think that it isn't the last episode. We're only halfway through. We still have 5 more episodes to go. And that felt like the finale. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. If you don't keep up to date with the episode count, I guess you would maybe think that's the final episode. When is the reveal? In 7 minutes. In 7 minutes. Technically, you could know who the character is right now if you were able to date him on the game. But we're not going to do that. We're going to wait. But do you think they delay Aurahime? Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I think it's Ichigo. Just because, like, if it was Aurahime, they could have just released it yesterday, you know? But also, just from an episode standpoint, Ichigo showed so much more. There's so much more you can do with Ichigo as the character. Like, he had the crazy Geto Tensho. He had the moons appearing every time he used the Geto Tensho. What else did he have? He had the chains. That was kind of cool. He had the clones that he was able to create out of nowhere and then use those to fight, and, like, insane. Insane. Character Elite? Yeah, it's gonna get announced in like 7 minutes. So let's just wait. Let's not spoil ourselves here, fellas. Let's not spoil ourselves here. You boys are gonna have to make me turn off the chat. So with that, do I have any dailies that I can do? Let me see. Special move training grounds. I saw someone on Reddit finished all their characters, which is crazy to say. I feel like I could have been there also. But I did take a break near the start of the year until they added the 10 times. So for me, by the way, for those that don't know how I manage my characters, I sort by special move level. And essentially, I only use characters in this quest that are 3 out of 5, special move level 3. Besides Lige. Lige is my one character that I used anyway, because he was special move level 2. But basically, every character special move level 3, I know just from this I can take them to max transcendence, right? So my goal right now is to take all these characters into the quest. And then basically when I get to Soulful, I'm done. Because at that point, it's only special move level 2 characters. I'm not even going to bother doing this quest anymore. Shout out to God of Bacon. But I'm not going to bother doing this quest anymore for special move level 2 characters. Like, if I ever get a character special move level 3, then I'll take them into the quest and max transcend them. No need to get them special move level 4, you know? So right now I'm working on these 3 characters. Just trying to finish them up. You know? But yeah, we should be getting a speed, regardless of who the character is. It should be a speed human killer. Range speed human killer. So, again, the range part is making me want to say Orihime. But then again, this is a new form of Ichigo. He can very easily just be letting off crazy stuff range. Kenpachi was range, you know. Anyone could be a ranged or melee character. If they wanted them to. Is this the, where he grabs the camera? I don't know, it's a kind of a funny special move. He just like punches and then just stands there for like a few seconds staring. Okay, I wanted to check out Shin Sweets, but alright. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. So the character should release today too, right? I know the character got pushed back a couple, like 18 hours. But the character should release today too. It'd be quite surprising if if it isn't released today, you know? Alright, do we have news? No news just yet. No news just yet. I'm getting nervous. I got butterflies. And this is only round 2. Again, round 3 might be crazier. Because that's final episode stuff. You know, again, assuming the next character comes out this time next month. We're looking at, wait, what? It's the 23rd now. So episode 6 is on the 30th. 7 on the 5th. 8 on the 13th. 9 on the 20th. So, like, that's final fight stuff. If we see this current exchange shop end on the 20th, shout out to, I don't know. If this exchange shop ends on the 20th, we're potentially looking at episode 9 character. Shout out to T again. You think Aurahime self-deleted? It does sure look like it. Deleted herself and Yuha back. And technically the one for Uryu, returning the Almighty back to Yuha by removing it from Yugrim. That might have been it. That might have been the end of the series. Aurahime won. But Yuha's definitely going to come back. Definitely going to come back. And from the looks of it too, this new form of Ichigo is his Bankai that he uses when he's in Honda Salvation. So technically he does have 2 Bankais. From the wording of it on the infographic. Is that if he uses his Bankai normally, it should be... Shout out to Nixon, by the way. It should be his Bankai that we see in game and the manga. But if you use it with the Honda Salvation, then it's this new one potentially, right? I think it might be the idea of it. Then again, he does use the Bankai in the manga in Honda Salvation, but maybe they just changed it now. All right. 2 minutes, boys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Getting a taste of Ichigo in my Giorno Giovanna cup. Come on. It tastes like Horno Salvation. I taste the chains. Let me shout out to all the people subscribing. Let me hop into the title screen just in case something happens. I don't know. Coffee better than gamer subs? I don't know. Coffee is a bit too strong for me in the morning. Bit too strong for me. White Monster, though? You got me there. Again, shout out to T. Likely the episodes. But Hack Buff is kind of insane. Oh, like the episode? Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're here for it. We're here for it, you know? We're here for it. Alright. Alright. 30 seconds. Why am I so nervous? What's going on? What's going on? Alright. 18 hours later, we are here. Are we going to get Bankai, Blood, is it Chained Blood or Blood Chained Ichigo? Or are we going to get Aurahime? It's her new name. Not Aurahime, Aurahime. Our second of 3 Calamity characters. Let's see it. Let's find out. I'm personally on Team Ichigo, but Aurahime, if she's going to get the spot. What? It's only round 2. It's only round 2. 14th. Wait, no, that's the banner end date. Yo, we done it. We done it. Blood Chains Ichigo in Brave Souls. I'm shaking. Bruh. Hold on, let me just check the filler pool. Woo. I mean, oh, that's not bad. Aizen, Yugrim. Sorry, Aizen is good. I mean, he got replaced, but Ganju's still good. It's like 3 out of 5. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. And then you are guaranteed the character on step 10. Lovely. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yeah, I can't believe we got this. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Let me move myself to the bottom right. So we aren't blocking the text. All right. Attack type. Wait, let me check. When is he releasing? Oh, he's out now. He's out now. What? What? All right, range strong attack. SA2 is a superior strong attack. All attacks can inflict weakening plus. His EX move is a high speeds. Homing vortex. High speeds? 12%, 14% recharge, more damage to weakened enemies, and also 30% spiritual pressure. Frenzy +4. 100% spiritual pressure boost, greater stat of enchanted instruments at 20%, and also poise break. All the skills you want to see. I'm curious to see what that homing vortex will look like. He's doing the get to potential. Wait, the EX move has a 12-second cooldown. It's a 12-second cooldown EX move. What? What? Sprinter +2, Frenzy 4, Berserker 40, 40% more damage to weakened enemies, and weakening itself already gives you 50% more damage, right? So that's basically 90% on top of the 35 here on the EX skill. With the extra spiritual pressure boost, he has the long strider. If anything, right now, skill-wise, it's what you would expect, right? You could have almost predicted this. This is really good. It's what you want in an anniversary unit. But I think the crazy part here might be the EX move at 12-second cooldown. We've never had an EX move that short. This is crazy. And he does have poise break, right? Oh, insane. Insane. Yo, the art looks crazy. Is he out now, though? He's already out now. What's going on? What's going on? We need to check out the gameplay. Wait, do I just play the character myself? Do we just try out the character ourselves? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me turn my controller on. What? So now we can see why they delayed it, right? Yo, look at that artwork. Hello, what? What? And he's a sword polo. I don't want to see, I don't want to see. Yo, look at the blades. Look at the blade. What's going on? All right, hold on. Yeah, I can't believe I'm playing this right now. Let me move myself to the bottom right. I mean, bottom left. All right, we ready? Are we ready? Strong attack 1. Whoa! It's a beam forwards. He's got the black and white like Gettiga's on the Nad string. All right, SA1. It's like a lunge, but animation-wise, it's like a lunge, but it is a beam, right? Strong attack 2, superior strong attack, by the way. Okay, nice little slam on the floor. And then the strong attack 3. Strong attack 3. Ooh, wait, was that the Gettiga Gran Rey Zero? Did he just do a Gran Rey Gettiga Zero? What's the EX? Oh, it's the clones. It's the high-speed clones. Okay, it lasts like 4 seconds, but that on a 12-second cooldown is actually kind of crazy. He does have the clones, though. Bro, that range looks insane. Yo, it's actually the Gran Rey Zero. What? On a strong attack 3? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yo, that's kind of mad. And the damage to weaken is going to, like, allow it to do a lot of damage. All right, here we go. Special move animation. Yo! Yo! Let's go. Ah, he does the pose. He does the pose. Yes. Oh, the sound effects too? I'm surprised they had enough time to fill in the pose at the end. Yes. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. All right, let's summon. He's here, right? Let's just put it all together in one video. He's here. Let's go and summon for him. So, guaranteed in 10 steps. We're going to be doing 10 steps no matter what. I'm trying to max transcend this character. I'm trying to max transcend this character. In terms of the filler pool here, Aizen dupes, pretty much any one dupes would be nice, right? I guess the best dupe I could probably get is Unironically Ganju because he's still the best Nat character for his week. But I do want to max transcend all these characters. Even Mila Rose, because I like Mila Rose. So here we go. Here we go. Is he a premium? No, he's Blood War. Step number 1, let's do it. Can we get Ichigo early? I only need 1 copy of him to max transcend him. I have 4 special move sources that I'm willing to use on this character. But we can get duplicates. That would be amazing. Step number 1. Tsukishima. I have no idea what the summon quote is. So at our first guaranteed premium, we're going to tap through and hope for the best. And hope for a 2-in-1. See that rainbow light appear across our screen. And hopefully see Ichigo summon quote, which again, right now, I don't know what it is. So someone said his exchange lasts like 35 days. What does that mean for, is that like episode 10? Does that indicate our next character? All right, multi number 2. Let's see it. 6% rates. Okay. We got Toshiro. Let me move myself up. So we're going to get 2 in 1 here. We should get a premium character. So we see the rainbow light. Should just be a premium character. There it is. Byakuya. Yeah, I'm going to assume Ichigo's quote is probably him saying that line where he said to Yuha, protecting something about power to protect people against you. I think was the summon quote. I would assume is the summon quote, right? All right. Multi number 3. Let's see it. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, this artwork is so crazy. It's not easy. It's not easy. 1 out of 5. We'll go for duplicates. Of course I am. It's Bankai Ichigo. Bloodchained Ichigo. Like, who would have be saying that? Step number 3. Let's keep going. We got 2 in 1. We got a Toshiro. We'll take it. There should be a 3 in 1 here. The guaranteed premium. Unless we got 2 featured. Which can happen. But rare. Oh, there we go. There's an example of a 2 in 1 with no premium character. Now, technically, I should be stopping here. But are you mad? New Bankai Ichigo? Come on. We're going all the way to step 10. We're going all the way to step 10. Here we go. Multi number 4. Got another feature. We'll take it. We'll take it. Got Mila Rose. Again, should be a 2 in 1 here. So it's just tap through. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh, was that step 5? Whoa. So I just hit the 6% twice on the guaranteed. That's actually kind of rare. Like, it's rare for you to hit the 6% on the guaranteed, but we did that twice in a row. But guaranteed featured. Got Jushiro. Yo, shout out to Jushiro, man. He's still holding strong. I mean, no, I wouldn't really call it strong, but if we get to... Oh, come on! Let's go, 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. It was worth it. It was worth it. Now 5 more steps and we're guaranteed another Ichigo. I might not even need to use Move Source on this character. Alright. But with Ichigo being round 2 right now, who is round 3 going to be? It has to be like final fight stuff. I don't think it's going to be another Ichigo. But Aizen, a Yuha is definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. Got a Ginjo. He ain't stealing this new Bankai though. Settle down, Ginjo. Okay, Ganju will take it. I think he's 2-5 now. Oryu's new form? But there's no way Oryu gets another new form, right? There's no way. Alright. Rate-wise, we've been quite lucky. We've got a lot of features here. That's like the most important part. Besides Ichigo being the main goal, there's actually a lot of good featured characters here. Alright. Step number 7. For Kisuke. Not Bankai Kisuke, though. Let me just skip this one. No 2 in 1, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Oh, plot arrow? I don't know. That's quite lame for a final one, isn't it? Unless he has a big moment. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. Next multi-shot again to T. 2 Ichigos on step 4. You might as well do the next one. Get that guaranteed featured. Let's keep it. Can we get 2 in 1? No 2 in 1, unfortunately. As I'm saying, our rate 6% wise have been good. We're just getting nothing. We're getting nothing multis. Alright. 2 more multis. And then we are done. I am broke on orbs. And we have an end of month next month. I mean, next week. What am I going to do? Mashiro. I'm not... Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Final multi. Last chance to get another Ichigo. Can we do it? Can we do it? So we're guaranteed a ticket here. when we get to select Ichigo. So bare minimum, right now we get him free 5 without even needing to use move sources. That's actually pretty good. But I would gladly use them on him. Here we go. Okay, Tensor. Surely that means Ichigo follows up, right? Surely I don't go full mode. These are a single 5-star character outside of the guarantees. Surely. Okay. Okay. Aizen, I don't have dupes of, so we'll take it. At least we got him. So I got everyone in the banner, right? I think I swept the banner. I got Aizen once, Ganji once, Toshiro twice, and Milaros once. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's go ahead and collect our ticket here. You think end of month will be Aurahime? No. These characters, shout out to you though. These characters are releasing in separate banners. So Aurahime isn't happening until next year. Just like how we didn't get Bankai Kisuke, right? It'll be next year. End of month though, I think it could be Stamritter. I think it could be like Gerard and stuff. Not from final season though, season 3 stuff. Like final form Lige, Gerard because he does something. Panida maybe. Bankai Rose, Mayuri. There's a possibility of a hype end of month. But honestly, I wouldn't even mind a cooldown. So we go, let's pick Ichigo. We all see Ichigo. Let's hear it one last time. Bankai Ichigo. Blood Chains, Bankai Ichigo. Yes. This is such an insane situation to be in for Brave Souls, man. Like, we just saw one of the best episodes of Bleach under 24 hours and the character's here playable. What? We can see why they delayed him. We can see why they pushed him back, because I guess it would have been spoilers. But then again, it was everywhere, all over the internet. But here we go. Bloodchained Ichigo, here early. Summonable in the game right now. And in 10 steps, I got him special move level 3. That's actually really good and much better than my Yoruichi summons that we did do, I guess, this time last month. So I'm actually really happy with the summons. Definitely going to max transcend him. How can I? It's a new form of Ichigo. And it's a really cool one too. Alright, let's go max him out. Let's go max him out. Let me know how your summons went, fellas. No, yeah, the best, bro. The best. It's such a weird thing, though, is it not? Like, yo, we were expecting Hornus Ovation Ichigo. We didn't get that. We ended up getting a whole new form. It's such a weird situation to be in. Alright. Let's max that bad boy. Let's max that bad boy. He looks good too, you know. Calling upon the hollow blood within himself. This is the ultimate form of a demi-hollowified. We are not using that. Hallucination. Ichigo unleashing his Bankai alongside his transformed Zanpakuto with 2 horns reminiscent of his full hollowification. The spiritual pressure of his blood chains surge forth. Oh. Again, what's crazy, right, is that we have this form now, but we still have Hornus Ovation next year. We still have Bankai next year. I mean, this is Bankai 2, but you know what I mean, right? Like, that's insane. Insane. Only got guaranteed on Ichigo. Or got to the guarantee. That's unfortunate. It happens, though, right? Again, at least, you know, step 10 is guaranteed, right? So you know what you're going in. 2,500 jobs to guarantee Ichigo. That's worst case scenario. It's not a bad worst case scenario to have. But it does suck if you don't get the card ticket. I had to do that with Yoruichi. And I was willing to max transcend. I used 2 move sources on her. And unfortunately, wasn't able to do that. But we might have to use the move source on her soon. I'm waiting for this anniversary to end before I start using my move sources. Probably including this Ichigo right now. But then again, I have 4 speed move sources, so we can gladly use them on him. Right, so again, we're going to go with Spiritual Pressure. Focus. 1 second, fellas. Wait, whoa! This is One Piece news. Yo, 2 One Piece movies? God Valiant film bads? What? What's going on? What the hell? My voice is going. That's crazy. We're seated. I just need a Bleach movie now. And I'm fully seated. Hold on seconds. Let me go there. Have they posted the, they hadn't even posted the video. Alright then. Let me just take a screenshot. So what's this form called again? It's Bankai Blood Chains, right? I feel like I'm mixing up the order. Or is it chain blood? You know? Yo, to be fair, I didn't even read. I haven't read One Piece since Loki first appeared. So I've not read God Valley, right? For me, what I like to do with One Piece is like I catch up, and then I just don't read it. I seem quiet? I don't read it for like a year or two. And then I just binge it all in one go. Which unfortunately does mean I get spoiled. Like I've seen what Imu looks like and stuff like that, right? Bloodchain? Yeah, we're definitely putting that. One second. Right, let's go with full stamina. We're gonna take this character into Limit Breaker 2. Damage to weakened. And again, as a sword, but he's gonna get like some crazy buffs. Alright, now for the miserable part. We'll try and get something decent on him, right? So again, we're gonna increase this rarity. Let's do that. And then let's roll. Let's start rolling. Okay. Already off to a good start. I'll favorite that for now. And by the way, finally a good speed character, right? I think I want full stamina on this character. Damage to weaken. Okay, there we go. We're almost done. Now we just need full stamina Berserker. Preferably full stam. I'm getting low stamina, it's annoying. Because he does have an EX move that you can spam. Burning. Not what we want. I should turn these all three, preferably into freestyle rarity. But I don't know right now. Why is Godbreak rolling with characters with it? Because they have technically a different skill, right? Technically, they have Marauder. Even though it includes Godbreak, it's technically classed as a different skill. Alright. Once we get something decent, we'll do it. This Annie's not giving it to me. 10 steps for Yoruichi and now Aizen Ichigo. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. That's like the thing. It's like, bro, with the rate, 1%, it's like if you just get lucky once, you save like potentially thousands of orbs, right? Shout out to Rush Rush. We can actually give this character a strong attack free team boost. It's kind of funny. We'll not be doing that, though. Brave Hour skill. No, thank you. Is Chair Summon still usable? Yeah, he's still usable in his GQ. Yam is better, but, you know, so is... You know, the character that came out 7 months ago, you know? He's still good. I'm still doing 3-2-3, yeah. Right now, it's just the best thing to do until we see how consistent these keys are. And also, I actually wasted 100 of my medals for Yoruichi. I didn't use it. Yeah, his EX move is a homing vortex on a 12-second cooldown. Just for comparison's sake, Jushiro has the same EX move on like a 60-second cooldown. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. And it's kind of funny, too, the one character to replace 10th Anniversary Ichigo is another Ichigo. Yeah, do we know if the homing vortex moves faster? Or is it just like any other normal vortex? Which is, again, still good. But again, Caleb is super stingy right now, in a way. They are not putting homing vortexes on characters. They really aren't. Like, the most recent character was Baseball Ichigo, who is crazy to even have that with a tracking vortex, with weakening. On a superior attack, I believe, right? But they also did it on the character that had Frenzy 3 right before a Frenzy 4 meta. So, they are really, really situational on who they put this, like, broken vortex on. Yo, how do we get 2 good rolls and then boom, just nothing? But we did have that question there, so hopefully they lock in a bit and fix this quick. What's bad? Damage at full stamina or damage to weakens? Probably damage at full stamina, since he doesn't have that built in. Frenzies doesn't work on an EX move, unfortunately. So that's why giving him damage at full stamina will be good. Devastation isn't that good now. I mean, it's a good skill to have, but not through this, right? Jeez. So no Rampage? I mean, to be fair, when we say stuff like this, it's like the character's damage outputs are normally fine to begin with. We don't... Like, if a character doesn't get Rampage, right, it's not the end of the world. Like, they have good enough damage output. If they didn't have Rampage, if they had Rampage, they would take off Frenzy 4 or give them another skill to, like, kind of balance them out. So, like, them not having Rampage to me is, like, is whatever. I maybe nowadays like my character just being strong from the get-go. We did get Berserker, but like that's too low. Although at this point, just so we're not here all day during the stream, let me just take Berserker if we even get like 6%. What we're spinning for, just some extra damage bonus. So Berserker, full stamina damage. Really all we can actually get at this point since we got 2 of the other rolls. A bruiser. Come on. Come on. Can I only do story mode as a new player? No, not really. You can like do story epic raids. But you do want to finish story mode as fast as you can, just to get orbs to summon these new characters. There are mobile difficulties in Guild Quest, so you can probably start trying to attack those as a new player. and see the progression as you get stronger. And you start to do more difficulties. Limit Breaker you really can't do as a new player. And what else is there? There's Senkamon. The Super Senkamon stage is pretty easy. Who do you think will part 3? Oh, part 3? I actually don't know what part 3 will be. I'm still right now maybe expecting an Aizen. But only if Aizen does something new, so we can still get an Aizen next year. Because there's no way we're getting another Ichigo. Like, Ichigo's done now, right? We could get another Yuha. And even from yesterday's episode, that's a new Yuha for next year, bro. He was shooting beams out of those eyes. He was going crazy. Should I still continue with a 4-5 Ichigo? If you want to max transcend him, maybe. Low stamina. We're getting the wrong one. A bit disappointed since I think this was an Orihime episode. It was an Orihime episode. But realistically, if we're being honest here, what's going to sell more? Right? What are we going to see in other games first? Like, forget Brave Souls for a second. What are we going to see in Soul Resonance first? What are we going to see in a new Rebirth of Souls game or DLC pack? They're going to do Ichigo's new form. You know, you're always going to prioritize the main character's new form just for hype. And also, he did show more. Like, he had a whole, like, moveset just demonstrated in the episode. Orihime, obviously, very big moment. Very big moment. And I don't want to downgrade it just saying she only did one thing, because that one thing was crazy. But, you know, it makes sense why they turned Ichigo into the character. But hey, new Orihime next year, hopefully, right? That's going to be exciting when we finally get it. Weakening as an element is the worst? I wouldn't say so. Especially with Weakening Plus. That's going to be really good for just more damage. If we could just get Berserker, please. Just something. Be careful for what? Orim is a seasonal merchant. Well, she can still get a core 3 character, like Chad and Ganju got one. So we can still get an Orihime. To hopefully keep her satisfied until the next one comes out. Thoughts on the GTA 6 leaks? There we go, we'll keep that for now. It's whatever. I mean, I always am excited for GTA. But it just looks like GTA. Obviously, it's a lot better, but it's just GTA, you know? I honestly, right now, don't care much about GTA until I play it. Until I have it on my console, you know? Then I'll care about it more. So, let's put Ichigo on the team. Let's put Ichigo on the team. Finally, we can stop using Menina. Alright? Sprinter +1. It's kind of OP. Not for a 2-star rarity, because you can get Sprinter 1 on a 1-star rarity, right? But it's good to have if you want the extra speed. Right, finally, though, we have, like, an actual good speed character for this anniversary. Now, what links am I going to use? Oh, we've got to. We have to. Amazing link for him. This is a 3-5 Ichigo, by the way. We get 20% Berserker at a free con, by the way. Unfortunate if you missed him, fellas. Hopefully he returns. 20% Berserker. We get the double long stride, so we're going to be even faster. And we also get the recharge in between stages. We'll gladly take that. Is there anything better? I mean, Rukia wouldn't be too bad, but I think I'd rather this. And then for my spiritual pressure links, we're going to go with some Bambi and Seinosuke. Seinosuke. Is strong attack 3 boost goods? It's alright. It basically turns it into like a superior attack, you know? It's good. This is a crazy team to use, by the way. Like, what team am I using right now? Imagine showing this to someone like a month ago. Like 2 months ago. Be insane. Let's go. Let's go. Is there a reason his sword looks like that? Not really, but the form itself is because he activated He activated the Bankai and Hold Salvation, I think is the full process. I will say, though, having a Beam Strong Attack 1 is kind of like a little bit outdated, surprisingly. Not that big a deal, though. Oh. Oh, that SF3 is amazing, man. It looks so good. Is it worth making him 5 out of 5? If you really like him, yeah. He's obviously good enough at 3-5. That's like the main thing. But if you really want to make him 5-5, go for it. Let's make sure we don't take any damage, though. The damage is kind of crazy. A little bit slow there, unfortunately. I think I missed some of the attacks there, but it's a massive difference compared to using Mania. Which, again, I mentioned this last stream, so I didn't realize Yuha doesn't have Debilitator. Is game sound a bit too loud? I feel like it is. Let me turn it down a bit. So I didn't realize Yuha has no Debilitator. So that's why he keeps his Spiritual Pressure boost so much. Like, there's no situation where he doesn't have his Spiritual Pressure boost because he can always inflict it like every 3 seconds. Even against the same enemy. Yo, that SA3. Every time I use it, bro. What's going on? I wanted the Grand Racera Ultimate. We got out a Strong Attack 3. How greedy. It is good for him. It is. In his case, like, the Debilitator... Sorry, the Drain doesn't really provide much crowd control. So I think if you have Drain as a Starsman, you probably want to have no Debilitator. Because then you can just keep inflicting Drain. Because in a way, there's no benefit to having it last like 8-9 seconds. I let them attack each other. Maybe I should have let them attack each other instead of using the EX move, but I think it's fine. There we go. Was that 1.6 million? What is that SA2 range? Yo, this is crazy. I'm still like not used to, even though it's a new form, I'm not used to being ranged. Like, I'm just expecting it to be melee for some reason. Let's wait. Rates suck. I mean, this year they've been good. 1%. I mean, obviously with higher rates, right? Double rates almost. You can still get shafted, unfortunately. That's just the nature of gacha games. But rates are good this year. Like, that's an objective fact. Like, it's better than last year, right? Better than any previous year, right? 1% on a new character release. Guaranteed in 10 steps. Unheard of. In Brazos. Even across, like, gacha standards, 1% individual rate is relatively high. You normally get, like, 0.5 and 0.6. That's what Brazos normally is. 0.78, maybe? Yeah, so given that Ichigo's up against humans, you can get hit if you accidentally go too fast. So do be careful. But that's why you want to have the... Don't know if I should have used my special move here. Let them attack each other. There we go. Ooh. But the EX is nice, though. Oh, we rinse after we use our sub bomb, though. Let's go. We made it to 26. This again is like almost a duped out team. I think all characters here at least have their special move. But I think 30 is possible. I might need to maybe not use my special move with ICHIGO. You know? Maybe use the EX move faster. 2.5%. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. 19 seconds. 19 seconds. Stage 17 felt slower, but 19 seconds is still really good for not even using a special move. Like, we're consistently carrying like under 20 seconds on his EX stage. On his, what do you call it? His poison enemy stage. The high enemies. Let's claim these transcendence points. I actually kind of forgot I didn't claim these. Is AURAHIME worth a New Year slot? So, in regards to New Year, I don't know how to feel about it because it shouldn't be Core 4, right? Again, it's not impossible, but normally we don't see the next season characters in-game until 6 months after the season ends. So again, we shouldn't see any Season 4 character until February next year, right? Just based on the last 3 seasons. But, like, at this point, what can end of year be? Like, what could a hype end of year be consisting of Core 2, 1, and 3 characters? Let me know in the chat, because I genuinely don't know. I would say, like, Ichigo Yuha. But I don't know. We've already just gotten Core 4 characters, you know? By default, it's going to be a little bit less hype. So maybe we are going to get Core 4 characters starting early. Lige? We could if we don't get him now. Like, with it leading up to end of year. I was thinking Soul Ascension. Maybe. There's Bankai, Mario, and Stemrators. There is, but then what do we get for the next couple months? So, like, this end of month should be Blood War, right? And that's August. What about September end of month? October end of month? November end of month? Then December end of month? Like, these characters that we can potentially say should be end of year, we might get them in the next few months. You know? So, like, I genuinely don't know what end of year could be this year. It's got to be crazy, though, because, like, you just had an insane anniversary with these insane characters. We kind of have to follow up with something big. Oh, I didn't have focus on him. It felt like I was clearing a little bit slower. Let's run that again. Let's change this to focus. End of month what character? I don't know. I mean, we don't know, right? I never gave him level 14 focus? What? That's the GQ. That's the GQ stuff, man. That's crazy. Let's change that. Let's go for stage 5. Shout out to Senez. Shout out to you. Who's the 5 Calamity character? Again, no idea, man. What does a strong attack 3 team boost or boost mean? Essentially, right? Let me pull up let me see if BBSM updated it. So you see this Eisen right now, right? His strong attack 2 is a superior attack. So if we scroll down here and look at the attacks. His strong attack 3 is a 120% magnification. A superior strong attack ups it to 140% magnification. So that's why your superior attacks do more damage, because they have 20% more magnification, essentially, right? The strong attack 3, 2, and 1 boost effects with the proficiency system, it gives you a certain percentage. So I don't think it gives you like the full percentage. If I could go back to Eisen, it's not entirely the same, but essentially it turns a strong attack into like a weaker version of a superior attack, if that makes sense. So, for example, if you got strong attack 3 power up and you got plus 15, I'm blocking it here, the chat's blocking it, and you got plus 15, it's basically like 5% weaker than a superior attack. But it doesn't have the downside of having an increased cooldown, I'm pretty sure, because superior attacks have increased cooldowns. like an extra second or two. So they're all right. You know, they're all right. Malai Zoro, 18 months. We need a premium banner. Not gonna lie. To be fair, we do. We do need a cooldown. But then again, even if it's a Blood banner, it can be a little bit of a cooldown, you know? Let's run it again, though. Let's try and get into fight. But I think end of month is going to be, by default, a cooldown for me. Real quick, actually, let me pull up not Las Noches, Urahara's shop. I want to see Ichigo's strong attacks. So, let's see here. Let's see here. Again, 12-second cooldown. Let's look at the strong attack. Strong attack 1. It is a beam. 2-part beam to it. I feel like we've seen that before. I feel like it's the same strong attack 1 as, what's his name? The Fullbring Bankai. This is crazy, though. 1,000 rate. My voice is cracking from that. It did feel a lot bigger. It's a distant full screen. 1,020 radius on a strong attack 2. Hello? I swear we've never seen that before. It's normally like 9. It's normally what? 900? 860? No, 960, right? So this has like a little bit more range. It's literally a full screen strong attack 2. That is crazy. Like, it's only like 80 distance, but that's still insane. That's still insane. Real quick, guys. Ichigo immune? He's immune to freeze. Unfortunately, unlike the other characters that released during the anniversary, he's not fully immune. That's basically Kenny's free as a 2. Yeah, that's crazy. Everything else looks normal. The homing vortex. Is it a distant AoE? It's got like an initial hit, then it becomes the vortex, potentially. Or it's just like the range, but 300% magnification, it does hit quite decent for a 12-hit vortex. Again, unfortunately, the frenzy doesn't contribute to that, but it's still good, the fact that it's on like a 12-second cooldown. Again, what's his name? Jushiro has that on like a 50. Let me actually just double check that. What is Jushiro's cooldown? Just for comparison's sake. Just to, in a way, show power creep, right? Besides the EX trade's getting a lot better. Like, Ichigo offers 2. More damage to weaken and also spiritual pressure. Boost is crazy. Jushiro's boost is 60 seconds. 60 seconds. And it does hit more. It does hit harder. So there is some balancing going on there. It's a 630 magnification versus like 350. So Jushiro's does it harder, but would you rather have a vortex like this or one that comes back every 12 seconds? I think every 12 seconds, for me personally. Who should I get, Aizen or Ichigo? It's a bit tough to say, because old me would say, go for Ichigo, because he's limited. And Aizen's premium, therefore you can get from summon tickets, but it's kind of hard to get them from summon tickets, right? If you're not actively, like, farming. And the thing is, Ichigo's going to be back more often. When Aizen returns, it will be on a banner. Maybe with the other characters. Let me let them attack. We're going to done that earlier. So what I'm trying to say is, normally nowadays it feels like Blood War characters are more common because they return more often on good banners. Like when Ichigo returns, it might be worth pulling on him. You know, what if he returns with Yoruichi and the other Calamity character? That'll be an insane banner, right? When Aizen returns, it might be by himself. So if you want Aizen, you have to potentially go out your way to summon for him. But ultimately, I would say Aizen is probably better for his GQ, because the alternatives are horrible. This Ichigo is ranged human, which still has Tenfani Ichigo, who's still going to be good enough. So I would say Aizen probably has more value, but ultimately it just comes down to which one you like more. They're both good. Ideally, you want to try and get both. You know? I think Aizen leads first, so maybe go for Aizen, then try and go for Ichigo. Okay, I was trying to test the damage output there and see if, or the range on that strong attack too. There we go. Right, let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. There we go. It's a bit awkward. He has to do that, but I think it's kind of fine. Yeah, because this vortex is always available. That's crazy. All right. Again, that's a 3-5 Ichigo, by the way. So obviously at 1-5, he's going to perform a little bit worse. As expected, but, you know. Am I going for the P10 Bond? What are you talking? Nah, I do know what you're talking about. I am Brian, bro. I am Beats. I probably should have used my EX here, right? I don't care about Bond. Oh. A P10 Ichigo, though? I'm seeing it. Ooh. Bit unfortunate there. Does he say the Ichigo line? I mean, it's Ichigo. He says, I'll protect you. Just like full hollow. That's actually sick. I feel like I messed up there. I had the EX move and I'm not using it for some reason. Oh, that's not good. Let's wait for the Spiritual Pressure move to use. Or to go away. Well, we are rinsing here like super fast. But unfortunately, I feel like I maybe messed up. Probably should use my special move here, right? Hello, hold on. Let me get in. So we just need to save like 10 more seconds. And we can get into 5. Let's do one more attempt. So what was the slow part there, right? Let me check Aizen. 24 seconds. I should probably try and kill faster. I don't know. We're clearing consistent, though, across the board. Like 20 seconds each. For bonus abilities, you want full stamina and damage so we can... Yes. Yes. There's nothing else to give him. Is the best place to farm level 6 crystals still the Bonanza? Yes. Although it's not too good. I got a new alt account, right? That I've been working on trying to max up my character. I got like 35,000 orbs on that account. But the quest I don't think drops enough. They need to make this like triple drops. There used to be times where like we would get like double drops at certain like weekends or something like that. This needs to happen quick. Like or this just needs to get like buff rates. It's super slow. Super low drop rate. For what you need. If you're trying to max out all your characters quick, this takes a lot of stamina to get through. Does the Ichigo Calamity tie-in count towards increasing special move level? If you mean the dupe you can buy, yeah? If that's what you mean. So we have 100. Again, I kind of wasted it. I didn't use my ticket. So real quick, this ends in 35 days. Shout out to Devole. I don't think I said your name right. I apologize, but shout out to you. Oh, we got a lot of news today. So it's happening a few hours earlier. That's tomorrow. We got a technique move source. Nice. Not too bad. Not too bad. Ichigo's a bonus, potentially. Nice. Nice. More proficiency. 1,000. We take those. Hey, that's not too bad. 4,000 elixir potions. Again, I have, like, everything, right? But this is good for just people that join the game to summon for him. You can almost, like, not instantly max him out, but get him decently far, right? Like, those items aren't bad. For anyone new coming into the game. Yeah, let me check the end date here. So the banner ends on the 14th. Shouldn't mean anything. The exchange shop, though. Does that mean something? Is there an episode? So right now, right? Let me pull this up. And you can see in the bottom right, this is episode 5. So 30th is episode 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. This exchange shop ends a day after episode 10 drops. The final episode. Does that mean we're getting a final episode character? Could it actually be Kazui? Would Kazui be hyped, though? It'd be a sweet send-off. Yeah, the thing is, though, does this actually mean round 3 is coming out then? It's hard to say, even though it kind of lined up with round 1. Again, round 1 exchange shop ended yesterday morning, and then round 2 was supposed to happen, but it got pushed back, I guess, of 18 hours. It's 2 days, yeah. I think it's just maybe just I wouldn't want to look into that too much. I don't know. We'll see though. Again, we'll get an announcement beforehand if the character is dropping. I would still expect around episode 8, 9, 10. The thing is, right, for next time, let's learn from the fact that Caleb didn't tell us everything. Where is it? Right? If we get round 3 announced in game for like episode 9, right? Just let's throw a random number out there. If they don't give us a time, we might be in the same situation like we were yesterday, where the character's releasing the next day. So if they just say, yo, a character's coming out for episode 49, episode 50, don't expect the character to drop on the same day. Because with Yoruichi, we had an actual time frame. They said the character, more notice will be at like 3:45 at the time, right? For Ichigo, it just said the character's coming out. It didn't even say it. It just said the character will be introduced after episode 45. Or from 45. And then when we were expecting the character, we then got the notice, oh, it's tomorrow. So, if round 3 gets announced, they don't give us an exact time, like this, for example, 11 a.m., 4 p.m. the same day, I will not be live streaming the reveal. Because there probably won't be one until the next day. Is the round color? Does the color mean anything? Because Ichigo would be more red, right? I can't. This looks so sick. This looks so sick. I can't believe it. Let me see. Summons. It is a little bit red. It is a little bit red. But I don't know. I don't think we should look too much into the color. Then again, right? Again, leading up to the episode, we should know who it is. You know? Like, we knew this episode was going to be either Ichigo or Aurahime. Even though we went into, like, uncharted territory with, like, original content. Let me restart that. They're delaying the characters for spoilers? Yeah, I assume so. I saw people saying they delayed it because, like, Asia. But I doubt it. It was definitely for spoilers. Which is probably for the best, right? Is it worth getting all proficiency slots to level 3 to 3-star? Personally, I would say no. Unless you're not pulling a lot of new characters, maybe. But if you look at my characters here, all my characters are 3-2-3, right? Because when you get them, they come with 3-2-1, right? You see the colors? If it switches. 3-2-3. That way you only spend 1 golden key. 1 3-star key to on 1 character, right? These are kind of rare. I should have 8 right now. I messed one up and didn't get it from the Yoruichi exchange. So I can have 8 right now from the Ichigo exchange shop. But, you know, we get plenty of silver keys, but gold keys are kind of a rarity. So if you were to use on every character, I wouldn't have enough keys for the next character if you were 3-starring all slots here. So I recommend just using one 3-star key on the bottom one and keep the second one, middle one, as a 2-star rarity. Cause that's fine. That's good enough, right? If you want to make the character as good as possible, go for the free slots, all 3-star. But right now, just by using one key on all my characters, I've been able to get them all pretty good. So like, how many characters? 1, 2, 8 characters overall. 8 keys instead of 16 keys. And all my characters are good enough, right? Like, getting that extra slot to 3-star rarity wouldn't make that much of a difference. After the stunt they pulled, I'm generally expecting BANKAI. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not ready for a BANKAI. I'm not ready for a BANKAI. That would be insane. Hopefully, though, the leakers relax a bit. Again, this is what I was saying with the James drama, right? With him streaming the episode early to a few people in Discord. Like, that to me wasn't a big deal. Because I didn't get spoiled because of that, you know? Nothing came from that. But these lot that called him out, that tried to get him in trouble, they're the ones actively dropping spoilers on the timeline, on Twitter. It's like, bro, relax. Let us experience something, you know? Like, I had to mute all of Bleach. I had to mute so many words. I had to stay off Reddit. Try to avoid Discord messages. Because I'm trying to go in blind. I'm trying to, like, experience this. This is like a one in a, I don't say lifetime opportunity, right? But, you know, even as a manga reader, it's rare for you to go in blind for an arc that you've read. I don't want to be spoiled. And then these are just posting spoilers on Twitter. It's like, bro, relax. I want to say, fortunately, they're only doing it like a few days before the episode drops, but like they're doing it the second they get it. Like access to the episodes. My game feels a little bit laggy right now. How do we feel about Ichigo's new blade, though? I like it. I prefer the other Bankai's blade. I think it just looks super cool. Looks cooler. But looks alright. That might... Ooh. Fortunately, I should heal back up to full stamina. It looks cool, though. But I do prefer the true Bankai. Little bit more damage. I should have let him attack, but it's fine. Okay. One strong attack killed him. As long as you don't get hit. At this part. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Ooh. Fortunately dodged that. Okay, not too bad. We still took them out around the same time. Let's bring him back. So I think I want to use my special move on Yuha and Ichigo stage. I think is the best play there. Because I think with Aizen, I'll just play it safe. Use my strong attack and then stop attacking. And then hopefully just have them do more damage to each other. Ichigo feels good though, I'll be honest. Okay, it's kind of been a long time since we've last seen a beam strong attack on a character. All right, coming up. Here we go. My game is lagging. Shadow just subscribed. There we go. That felt bad. Or did it? I don't know. Were we slower this time? Where are we slower at? Ah, this character's so cool. Yeah, why does it feel like we were slower? It felt faster. Apparently not. That's weird. Not watching the special, my bad, my bad. My game's lagging right now, so we have to restart. Yeah, how is that slower? The SNU has a lot more range. Yeah, it's actually like a 1,000 radius. Yeah, for some reason we were slower on our stage 25 and 6. Let me reset the app real quick, because it feels like we're just lagging right now. Maybe that contributed to the the slow time. Has Tenfani Ichigo been featured on a filler so far? No, unfortunately. Honestly, right now, one of the only bad things during this anniversary was the lack of 10th anniversary as fillers. Now, they have been replaced. Like, UR replaces Rukion, this Ichigo now replaces the last Ichigo. So, like, even if you don't have them, for GQ scores, it doesn't matter anymore. You don't need them. But, it's like, yo, you know, they should have been a filler. I feel like they should have been fillers for Tenfani Part 1. Or at least Aizen's banner, you know? At least Aizen's banner. But they got put into their own banner. They had the 10th anniversary highlight summons. Give me a second. Genzi feels a bit laggy. It does a little bit. Let me just quickly get Ichigo's artwork. What is extreme... Oh, what's Cobb looking like right now? Hold on. Summoning for viewers? No one's requested for me to summon, but we could potentially. Speed right now. And today is Sunday, right? Do we get to use Ichigo tomorrow in GQ? Do I skip Aizen or Ichigo? I think both are good. I think Aizen has more value, because his GQ lacks just good characters. Ichigo at least has Tenfani. Or like the ranged human GQ has Ichigo. So it's a bit of a hard one. I'd say Aizen's banner is a bit more worth it. But honestly, just go for who you prefer. Who's actually in Aizen's banner real quick? I kind of forgot. It is Blood War units, right? Yeah. I think Ichigo's banner has better value, though, per character. Because technically, these 9 funny characters aren't too good. You have like a 3% chance to get something good. What do you mean level 550? We have made a video about it. It's kind of fake levels. There's a soul tree system, right? You know, every character has a soul tree. There's now a soul tree for attributes. And it gives them, like, stats. It gives them skills. Nothing crazy, but it does add up as you continue to invest into the system. And every time you level up one node, you get a level up for all your characters. So, my character's a 550, but, like, it's not that crazy compared to 200s. Yeah, I'd say this banner is probably better filler-wise. But there's no like standout unit besides maybe Aizen. But then again, to be fair, if we're talking about GQ scores, these characters have all been replaced besides Ganju. Whereas in this banner, you have the 3 best leads for their GQs. Right, Aizen's the best lead. Ichigo and Ichigo the best leads for their GQs. But then you have like the 9 funny characters. Is there anything else of value coming after this Calamity summons? There will be our end of month banner. So we have a banner next week. If you want to wait, you can wait. This banner isn't gone anytime soon. They're both here while end of month is announced. If you are low on orbs and you want to wait to see what end of month is, we should get that announcement on Friday. Maybe Thursday at the earliest. So you can wait to see what end of month is. Although I don't think end of month can come close to what we just got over the last month. Like, it might still be a good banner. It might be some cool characters. I'm hoping like Gerard Lige, whatever. But it won't be an anniversary character. It won't be a season 4 character, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. What was I trying to do right now, though? Hold on. So we have GQ, co-op, epic rates still available. I'm just keeping this in mind for the showcase layout. Limit breaker. Let me go spend some tickets real quick. With all these extra challenges. Let me run some point event real quick. While we just show. We can do some epic raids. Let's actually do some epic raids of Ichigo. What do I give it to Ichigo with damage to weakens? Damage on full stamina, Berserker. Spiritual pressure, status element boost. And damage to weakened, full stamina. Which ones haven't I said? Berserker? Like, those are the main ones, right? Stamina is better for scores in GQ right now. It's important. But keep in mind, right? If you're not an S-rank guild trying to compete for, like, a top 5 spot, probably don't invest into stamina. Like, I wouldn't go out my way to level up a character's stamina slot and waste all those essence scrolls because that's going to become irrelevant in a few weeks. Maybe a month. We don't know. Remember, this stamina meta is a time thing, right? They said they're going to change it. Unfortunately, it's taken them like a month. And we still haven't gotten that fixed. But they did say they were going to change it, right? Right now, remember, the first 5 waves of guild quests is super easy. It's super easy. And that's not supposed to be the same. It's not supposed to be like that. When this stamina thing gets resolved, the first 5 waves are going to go back to being a little bit more difficult. So technically, guild quests are going to get a little bit more difficult too. So if you're clearing these guild quest phases with like maybe only a few seconds to go, when this update happens and they go back to the normal difficulty, you might not be able to beat it. The banner is out right now. Actually, we do have this co-op quest I haven't done yet. Path to Uni. We do that. Let's do a few epic raid runs with Ichigo. Feel free to join. Tried to use Aizen in epic raids and found out Dominate doesn't work. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing with every Dominate character is they can't inflict a status element. So unfortunately, Aizen's like the weakest character of the Annie when it comes to epic raid content. But it's not that big a deal in the long run. If you're like, if you're doing solo runs, you can tell the difference. But if you're playing with like 5 other Aizens, damn! Hello, all of you, all of you. You're not about to make me use my my special resources now, bro. What do you mean all of you have a max transcended Ichigo? Hello? Hold on. Damn, like I look weak now. Like my bad. Maybe I'm not a real fan. What's going on? Let me do this. And then put I mean, double long stride for epic raid content is a little bit awkward, I will be honest. So I don't think I want that. Let's just go with this. I don't be flash stepping too far. Right, let me see. You lot are crazy. Are the links max transcended too? You lot are crazy. Okay. Stat checked by his ops exactly. What's going on? You need to do that copy Aizen until 2020. By choice though, I do have actually enough to take him to 24. But like, I don't know, I just don't really care about the link slot level that much. The Transcendence is the bigger thing for me. Yo, it looks funny. The blade just comes across. Oh. I can't believe they did that. That final pose at the end. Ooh. Ooh. Going to step 20 worth it? The thing is, if you go to step 20, that's 2,500 orbs. Right? Do you want a dupe of Ichigo? Or would you want the next character releasing next week? Right? Because keep that in mind. You could just spend 2,000 orbs on the next banner and get a guaranteed new character. So it comes down to you. If you spend 25 steps, sorry, 20 steps, 10 more steps on Ichigo, 5,000 orbs, that's 2,500 extra. The alternative could be, yo, you get 2 new characters. So it really comes down to you. Shout out to Zora again. I'm going to miss Arena. You're not going to miss it? At the same time? Fair enough. Well, hold on. Who said it's being removed, right? Surely everyone said keep it around. Surely everyone said keep it. Yo, Kazu, you gotta work on that Ichigo. What do you mean you ain't got him max transcended? Ja, you gotta work on that Ichigo. We can't be rocking 3-5 Ichigos anymore. All these max transcended ones running about. Is the rainbow special moves from the guild change going to... No, they're permanent. The golden exchange shop never resets. So only new items get added every 10 weeks. So keep that in mind. The silver one resets every month. The gold one, one-time purchases, but new items get added every 10 weeks. Every new guild quest exchange. Let me use my ultimate. Oh. Oh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's crazy? Oi. We're a little bit lucky that leaks are no longer a thing in BBS. Because, man, that could have been bad, right? So, again, if you weren't playing last year, besides last year just being not the best, like, update-wise and anniversary-wise, right? Another thing that made the year bad was that someone that's working on the game, someone that was working on these characters was just dropping spoilers on Discord. For every banner. Every banner, just dropping spoilers. We even had artwork for the Burn the Witch characters. Like, that's crazy. That's bad. Right? That's bad. Horrible. And unfortunately, that did ruin a lot of hype for a lot of people. Because people were just spoiling it. You know? And imagine that was happening this year. Bro, we would have known about this 4 months ago. Because that whoever was leaking it would have just probably dropped it. Right? So I'm glad leaks are done. Obviously, yeah, it was months 2 for Burn the Witch. Obviously, we had the, part 1 anniversary leak. That was in the magazine. That's something that's, not due to someone, like, actually just dropping leaks on Discord. Right now, that's, like, the only thing we would get. If I ever did get leaks, it would be, like, anniversary part 1 where the magazine just gets posted earlier. But we're quite fortunate those leaks are done. Caleb handled it. Because, man, that would suck if we knew that Ichigo was going to be this character, and if we knew about this form for potentially months. It's Oliver? Yeah, but I imagine it was Oliver leaking now. Shout out to Oliver. He's not here anymore, unfortunately. I think the guy that leaked is still working there, though. He might have worked on this Ichigo. Why are people saying Ichigo's bad compared to 10th Annie? Compared to 10th Annie? What are we talking about? There is nothing about 10th Annie that's better than this Ichigo. Like, if we go strong attack for strong attack. Obviously, skill-wise, this new Ichigo's better. Frenzy 4. Better stat, I would say. Weakening. He should be finding his GQ for, like, crowd control. Shouldn't be much of an issue. But strong attack 1, it's a beam versus... It's a beam versus another beam, but Ichigo has, like, the vacuum one. that is actually pretty good, to be fair. But it does, like, lock you in place. I kind of admit, wait, come on. You might max show instead of Ichigo's and you can't even get MVP. But yeah, this Ichigo versus Tenfani Ichigo, strong attack 1 is basically the same. Ichigo just has the grouping effect, but it has like a longer animation, so if you care about cancelling animations, I would say this Ichigo is better. Strong attack 2, it's a full screen strong attack 2 versus a lunge. Both are good. I would say this one's better. And then Ichigo, they both have full screens. If anything, maybe Ichigo Tenfani might have a better strong attack 1 for the waves. But we'll see how that goes. But Tenfani Ichigo sounds like a bad EX move. It like locks you in place. You can't move. You're stuck there for like 5 seconds. You can cancel it, but it's not really that good of a... Not that good of a EX move in my opinion. Yo, we have hella medals right now. My end of up character is going to have Frenzy 4. I would assume so. I would assume this this Frenzy 4 meta is going to continue on. I wouldn't mind if we go back to Frenzy 3, but it'll be a bit... It would feel a bit disappointing if we were to go back to that. But, like, I actually maybe wouldn't mind it. Like, I wouldn't mind if these characters feel special for, like, the rest of the year. But I wouldn't be surprised if we go back to... If we stick to Frenzy 4. Maybe just not be as crazy. I probably just need scrolls. Definitely the soapy ones. You can never have enough of these. Did 5 steps, so I have 50 Calamity. What can you use? I guess the best thing would be the rarity key. Because if you don't plan to... Ooh. You can't even buy that. I mean, I guess it would be an essence scroll, unironically. If you don't plan to summon, if you know you're done by step 5, then, yeah, just buy the essence scroll. If you think you might summon, maybe just wait to see if you can get the rarity keys. In case you do the extra multi. Obviously, it's not worth doing an extra multi just for the rarity key. But, you know, just in case. Oh, they're looking at Ura's shop? Is that why? Wait, hold on. We have to wait, no? Because, wasn't it showing that... Didn't they do the same thing with Yuha and what's that name? Rukia? Like, I think it was showing that Rukia was better. Double captain. Oh, hold on, can we see what end of month is? Oh, we do know. It's we're getting a power melee Soripa killer. Sorry. A power melee Quincy killer for end of month, by the way. So, that now actually makes Ichigo unironically better than Nini. It makes Nini bad, actually. Because she has attribute disadvantage. And even Noelle. So that kind of sucks for them. But we are getting a power melee Quincy killer for end of month. Because these enemies are technique. Other than that... What the next phase? Hearts. We could get a Nad character. Obviously, Ruika's not going to get replaced. But we could get a Nad character, though, for this GQ. This will be Ranged Hollow. Merely no affiliation, sorry. And then for this guild quest, I don't think we should be getting anything new. So, yeah, we just get to use Yama again. And then this is ranged. I assume this might also be a Nad character. Now, but then... Kenny's still new. Nelio exists. I don't know. I don't think this will mean anything. Right. Going back to guild quests. Looking at ranged human. So compared to these two characters, Ichigo has 3 million more. I mean, that was, you know, again, we're talking about Tenfani Ichigo here. Like, he didn't need to be replaced, truthfully. But Ichigo, it's one of those ones where, like, if you care about guild quest scores, or mostly you just want to clear the first 5 waves, maybe get as far as you can, you're probably still fine. You should be fine still using Tenfani Ichigo. Obviously, this new Ichigo, though, can be bad, right? He's going to be bad. Technically pairs well with Meninia. They both have attribute disadvantage. Sorry, advantage against the final bosses being power. So, like, Ichigo's definitely going to clear faster. Or I should specify the new one. What website? Urahara Shop. We have some really good websites over on Brave Souls, fortunately. Hopefully that link does work. It does. When the melee Soipa? I think that's near the end of the month. One second. Because we are definitely getting 2 Soipas this week. Not this week, sorry. This month. I think it's mid-month and next. I think mid-month is melee Soipa. End of month is range Soipa. Which again, for some reason, the 2 Soipa killers were the ones with Frenzy +2. It's like, why did we do that? Give me a second now. Let me just quickly do something. You don't have Aurahime now? Ichigo, Bambi, who should you use? Christmas Giselle works as like a universal support. Oh, look at Limit Breaker. So, if we look at slot 2, Ichigo's dealing 6.9 million, right? Then you look at Meninia, she's dealing 9 million. When you don't compare the damage output for normal attack damage characters to strong attack damage characters, right? Don't compare their damage outputs. Because one is consistent. Meninia's never not doing damage. She can always hold down the basic attack, right? There's no cooldown for her. With Ichigo, there's cooldowns. The difference is, though, on paper, yeah, okay, this would tell you that Meninia's bad. If you used Meninia, it's horrible. It's not good, right? Ichigo's obviously bad. Like, if we were to go to damage calculator and put on, who's like a recent Nad unit, right? Let's do it. Let me not do it now. Who's a recent Nad character? I don't want to do Momo. Let me just do Aurahime, right? That's not what I want to do. So let's do a Chappie. Golden Chappie. And what's the nut item? Knuckle Dusters. Let's do that, right? For normal attack damage, who's the Nadlings? Yikes, I kind of forgot. Let's just do these. We'll use Rukia. That's a decent Nadlink. Unohana? For mine though, right? I'm not going to go like the best build possible. We're just going to go with like just decent links. So these should all be basically max transcended, right? Let's put this to 5. Damage of full stamina. Let's get max enemies defeated. That, granted, that does nothing for her, right? Let's have killer. Let's get that. I think that's everything. We're looking at 1 million DPS, right? 1 million DPS. And then you go look at... Let's do Yama. Dude, I might be wrong here, actually. Let me do it. Let me do Spiritual Pressure to keep it similar enough. Let me remove those. We're doing 1 out of 5. Was that a 5/5 Hime? It might have not been. Yeah, because I can't remember. Hold on. It was a 1/5. So that was like 1 mil DPS, right? To be fair, we have way more DPS here. We might actually put up similar numbers. I guess, eh? So you see it, right? Yama had less DPS than Aurahime. Sorry about that. Less DPS than Aurahime. And obviously Aurahime has Killer. So I guess if we have Killer, then we pretty much just do around the same damage as Aurahime does. You know, we're not adding the weaken, we're not adding the weakened defense. So when it comes to this, when it comes to DPS, essentially you don't compare NAD units to SAD units because they're naturally just gonna have more DPS as far as on paper goes because they're NAD units. They get to spam their normal attack button. Strong attack characters are naturally going to be on a cooldown, but obviously in no situation are you ever going to say Yama is worse than Aurahime, right? That's just never going to be a realistic situation. So when you look at the guides, when you come to Limit Breaker, you see Meninias doing more damage. It doesn't mean anything, right? Gameplay matters more. And Ichigo was a lot better than Meninia. So that goes without saying. We do have a video about proficiency. I might have to do I'm doing a more updated beginner's guide, but it's taken a while. So, you know. We'll see. What is the usual format for end of month banners? How many steps and how many guarantees? So we got a new update at the start of the year. Sorry, at the start of the anniversary. End of month, guaranteed a new character on 2,000 orbs. Every 2,000 orbs going forward for end of month, mid-month, guaranteed new character. Right? Let me pull up. It's basically the banner we just had. If we go to summons. Go to this one. This is what the normal banner format looks like for every end of month. So 2,000 orbs, 1,000 orbs, sorry. Step 4 guarantees you a featured, right? One featured character. Every multi, 6% rates, one guaranteed 5-star, right? But step 4, guaranteed one of the potential 12, 9, 6 characters. We'll talk about that in a second. Step 8, no matter what banner you're summoning on, whether it's mid-month or end of month, if it's a new banner, 2,000 orbs guarantees you a new character. You repeat that process. You go to step 12, then you go to 16, and then 20 lets you pick the character you want. The difference now, though, is that during the anniversary, rates are doubled for individual characters. It's 1% per rate. So what that does mean is that there are less fillers, right? So banners did look a bit empty because there's only 6 characters. Starting end of month, we should go back to normal rates. Right, I don't think this will be the norm going forward. We'll see. Maybe they will. But it looks like for anniversary period, rates are doubled. 1%, 6 characters. So next end of month could be the 3 new characters and then 6 featured units. So 9 characters in total, 0.67% chance to be pulled. Guaranteed on step 8. Right, I don't expect every banner to keep this 1% pull rate, but maybe they will. Maybe they'll just say, yo, you know what? Every banner after 11 Vanny is going to be 1% pull rate. Probably not, though. 1% does nothing for me still on the streak. Yeah. Unfortunately, it does happen, right? But, like, yeah, it is what it is. At the very least, though, the Calamity character next month should also have 1% pull rate. So, we'll see. We'll see. Let me quickly do a comp run, though. Let's do one comp run and probably end it there, fellas, because it is, it's not getting late, but we do have a lot to cover today, right? So feel free to bring your Ichigos. We're going to do an Ichigo run. Is Vasto Lore a perfect link for Ichigo? I wouldn't use them. It's damage to weakened, right? There's better links out there. You're better off just going with like more damage at full stamina. Strong attack damage. How do you farm so many orbs? We just do what's available. Fortunately for me, I've not had to buy any orbs. We got the one character pack. Shout out to Matt. But other than that, I haven't really bought orbs since any. We saved up. I skipped for like 2 months leading up to the anniversary. Oh, I would like to use Okuri, you know. But again, we made a free-to-play guide on how to get all the orbs. You can get upwards to 3,000 orbs a month. On the high end, maybe low end, at least 2,000, up to 2,500. So, I just got lucky with Aizen, right? I didn't have to summon on him to 10 steps. So that did save me some orbs, fortunately. Let's use you again. I need to fix my links and stuff. They require days. Right, let's go, boy. Let's go. You're expecting Uri for round 3? It would make the most sense because everyone else has gotten a character. Now, obviously, like always, there's a possibility we could just get another Aizen released 2 months apart. It's entirely possible. 1 second. Alright. Let's try that. Again. Yeah, the EX move is actually really good. I should probably be using it more. Unfortunately, took a hit though. I love that strong attack 3, man. A little bit delay here. But yeah, going back to Uryu, he is possible for a round 3 character. But I don't know, man. I don't think Uryu's like... You know, it's not his Volstan ditch, so like I kind of don't care. I don't want to say like Uryu hater. He's actually been really cool this season. This Blood War arc. But I do think the Volstan ditch carries him a little bit. Like if it's a base Uryu just doing 1 arrow, eh. But then again, he could do some new attacks. Let me special move. Special moves are delayed recently. I feel like they used to come out a lot faster. It's almost like not even worth doing a special move anymore. Yo, this is delayed. Hello? There we go. Yes, sir. There we go. Have they... Did they change the event? I swear there used to be more bosses. Yeah, did they change the bosses? I swear it was less. I mean more. Oh, that felt better then, I guess. I guess it's a lot easier now. How many points do we get? 7k? 5 Hogokus? Oh my god. Also, Uryu could have something... Yeah, maybe. Again, if Uryu has a new form, I'm here for it. If it's this Uryu that we have in game right now, I don't care. I mean, I'll pull. Maybe he'll look actually cool in the anime, right? And then I wouldn't mind it. But, like, this Uryu here... Where is he? This one here? He was hyped when he came to the game. You know, obviously, Blood War Uryu, right? Using his shrift, but... You know. It's not crazy hype. It's not crazy hype for me. But if he was to use any type of new form again, two forms in one season, it's kind of crazy. In one Blood War arc. But I'll be here for it. I'll be here for it. So yeah, I think Uryu does actually have a potential chance to get this Blood War character. Just based on the final fight. Unless we're just going to get another Yuha. Another Aizen, for example. Which is also possible. How are we feeling about the Sinner Zairopero? Yeah, that'd be cool. He looks sick. Hopefully there's a Sinister Aaroniero. Because, like, him and Zairopero both went to hell. So hopefully my boy is not forgotten about in the hell arc. He has no aura, just say it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, but again, Volstan Ditch Uryu is cool, right? I'll back that. But if it's not Volstan Ditch, you can keep him. You can keep him. Right, we'll do this last run, and then we're probably going to end it there, fellas. We're probably going to end it there. Getting absolutely crazy. Bankai Ichigo. Speculated all month. Who could this character be? We were right on it being Ichigo round 2. But no one would have expected a whole new form of Ichigo. We got the Bankai, but it wasn't the Bankai we were expecting. But super cool. Would have liked if these characters got trailers. But that's just, they're just not doing that. Unfortunately. But still, super cool that we're even able to get characters. Even if this one was pushed back a little bit, 18 hours later, it's still like such a cool thing they're doing right now. Super exciting time. And I guess now we're going to start speculating who the third character could be. But then again, we don't know, right? We never expected this form of Ichigo to be in game. Again, I would have taken Aurahime. I wouldn't have minded an Aurahime. But I do think doing Ichigo was the best thing. It's the main character's new form, right? Even if Aurahime technically had the bigger moment. But she'll get a character next year. That'll be exciting. Can't wait for that. New Bankai Rukia. New Almighty Yuha doing these beams out of his eyes. New Toshiro with a different VA. That's going to be fun to see. New Bankai Kenny. Kisuke. Hopefully is done justice because he hasn't had a character in ages. So he deserves a really good unit. Arskin's going to be cool. Gerard finally, right? At least as of right now, we don't have Gerard in game. We should, though. I would expect a Gerard this year. Not from the final season. From season 2 and 3. Pineda as well. And again, we're getting the almighty Yugrim. That's gonna be hype. What else? We'll definitely get a Shrift Uryu, so that'll be cool. Definitely getting a new Aizen. 2 more Ichigos. Horn of Salvation and the other Bankai, because he should still do that. Maybe a Shinji. Like, I feel like the Power Ranger Sero attack that the Visors did would make for a cool special move. But will they make, like, all of their models just for one special move? I don't know. Did Gerard do anything before Core 3 and 4? Yeah, he used his Shrift in Core 3. But the thing is, right? Again, we've seen characters get more for less. But I think this one here, right? Real quick. And this is the annoying thing about Gerard and Pineda. It's like, yeah, obviously their moments happen in Season 3. Gerard's having his main fight in Season 4, right? But Arskin. Why did Arskin get a character from Season 2? And not the other characters? Like, hello? This is Season 2 Arskin. When the Auschweilen happens, with the fight against Squad Zero. They all fought against Squad Zero. Why didn't we do... I know Arskin's more popular. I get it. I get why Arskin is the character. But it's like, you've already shown that you're willing to do characters from the Squad Zero fight. But like, we don't have Gerard in game. We don't have Lige in game. We could have gotten them last year. We could have had them in the game and then got their new characters now. It's kind of the same with Yugrim, right? The spacing isn't the best with these characters. Because, like, I don't want to get Gerard and then we get another Gerard, like, 6 months later. It's like, bro, you could have gave us a Gerard, like, a year ago. It's the same with Yugrim, right? Obviously, Yugrim wasn't really going to get a character till Season 3. When he had his big fight with Basby. And we got that as a character, right, at the start of the year. Where is he? We got Season 3 Yugrim, right? But he could have gotten a character from Episode 6, like 2 years prior. But obviously, they pushed the banner back, and they did Season 1, Episode 6 this year. Hype banner, excited for it, right? And then now we just got 2 Yugrims back-to-back in like 6 months. Instead, we could have gotten this Yugrim like a year or 2 ago. So you could have spaced them out. But now we just got 2 Yugrims back-to-back. So that's my thing with Gerard, Pineda, and stuff. Like, they could have had, even Lige, they could have had characters years ago. When we got Arskin, right? Let me look at the banner. So we got Arskin here, right? This banner, maybe forget the Tres Bestia. Maybe they should have been done before. This banner here could have been Gerard, Lige, and Pineda. For Season 2, when they had their Quincy wings. Because then with Pineda, that you don't even have to even do hand Pineda. You just do Pineda in the coat with the wings. That would be cool, right? But they ain't done them yet. So hopefully they do them in the future. But I'm curious to see which Gerard we would get first. I would assume maybe Season 3, because he at least activates his Shrift ability. Penida, if we do get him out, I would assume would be, you know, the big hand form. I actually need to resurrect these characters, get some orbs. What was I looking for again? Excited to finally collect the Southie characters, by the way. I'm only missing these 2 characters. So I'm going to pick them up soon. They should resurrect maybe like next year. I'm still missing Sangdu, crazy enough. Missing these 2 characters too. There's a character I'm looking for, I kind of forgot. Master Masculine. It's like, yo, we should have got the base form first. This should have been the base form. They should have made this character the spiritual pressure. Like this form of the character. The spiritual pressure character. I think Killa's best bet would be the bump. Call 1, 2, 3 before the year. Yeah. Definitely. But again, they need to last right until Core 4 happens. So at the earliest, if they can do it, Core 4 should happen at the end of the year. There is a chance this end of year banner is someone from this new Calamity season. Shout out to MBASH. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but a shout out to you. Welcome to the holotier. Much love, G. But yeah, end of year. I feel like now it kind of has to be a Core 4 character, because like, it's like, what do we do? What's hype now? We're experiencing a peak anniversary. We have all the big hitters, a Yama, a Yuha, an Aizen original form, an original form from Grimmjow, Okura, Calamity Yoruichi, Calamity Ichigo, never before seen in any other Bleach game until now, right? Like, this is a crazy lineup for an anniversary. We can't have a Core 3 banner for end of year. We can. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they can do an Almighty Yuha and Ichibe or something, right? Because that's definitely going to be a banner eventually. So that if they can make the characters quick enough, we can maybe get a Core 4 character at the end of the year. That'll be exciting. Because at the latest, we should expect it around February. Maybe March time. When we can get Core 4. No, Chad? It is what it is. I mean, Chad got a character last year, right? Where is he? Where's Chad? There he is. Big Chad. Even Chad can get a new character now. He used La Muerte, right? Against... Did he use that? I don't know. Who do you think will pair with Bankai Kisuke and Askin? It could just be those 2, right? We are getting 2 character banners still. It could just be those 2. At the same time, as we'll see with some banners here, they might not even make sense. I mean, look at Shunsui got paired with Aizen and Ikaku, you know? Oh, you mean end of year? Yeah, it could be Grimmjow, Brave Bow. I think that's like best. That actually, best case scenario, I think end of year, yeah. Do a really powerful, strong spiritual pressure Askin and Kisuke. That is might be the hypest thing they can do. Like, it's an early Core Force thing, but like, it's Askin. It's a Bankai Kisuke. That would be amazing. And then, yeah, just make Grimmjow the Brave Bow unit. That way, we don't have a repeat of last year. Last year's banner, I'm not a fan of, because one, obviously, shouldn't be Frenzy +2. Aizen, as hype as he was, as fun as he is because he's in the chair, it's like, yo, we just got an Aizen last month. And then before that, we just had an Aizen like 3 months ago, like before that. So having 6 Aizens back, 3 Aizens back to back is a bit crazy. A little bit crazy. It was still cool though. But again, annoyingly enough, they were the same attribute. And then Ikaku just stunk up the banner. Ikaku should not have been there. I get it. They wanted to make like a not so hype character. They didn't want to waste a slot for the Brave Battle unit. But I think, again, going back to Yugrim. Yugrim being a Brave Battle character is fine. Because he's cool. He's not Ikaku. He's cool at the very least. But he just got his playable character earlier that year. So it's fine. If you want a playable Yugrim, you got that. This one's a bonus. So Grimmjow, we just got a Soul Ascension one. If they want to make Grimmjow the Brave Battle character, that's fine. That's fine. It's like Grimmjow's never been a Brave Battle unit. We have like a really powerful one for an anniversary, and the banner would make sense. It's 3 characters that make sense to be together. Grimmjow being the Brave Battle character is fine. He already got a character early that year, and then boom, we get finally a playable Spiritual Pressure Askin, and finally a Bankai Kisuke. So I think that would actually be best case scenario. But yeah, to be fair, Foggy, if you're someone that wants like a playable canon Grimmjow, that might be a little bit disappointing. If they want to make him a Brave Battle character. But yeah, fellas, we're going to end the stream now. Getting shout out when that came out. Hopefully had some good summons. Again, the character is here till like three more weeks, right? So you have plenty of time to summon. It's not over yet. We're going to get resurrections in a few days' time. Potentially 200 orbs there. We should get Senkamon. Hold on. We are getting our usual Senkamon resets. 14th. When does this end? I think this leaves. Unfortunately, we won't have this Senkamon yet. But I have more stages to go. Let's go. Didn't even realize. Didn't even realize. Yeah? More awesome me. And I also have the last resurrections to do. Giselle next SR Plus. I don't think there's any news of it, right? But yeah, for BSR, there's a chance we get a Giselle SR Plus. Because we are getting the return of Mystic Frontline, which last time brought us an SR Plus. It's not guaranteed, though. There's no signs in the game. That's why I haven't spoken about it. There's no signs in game that tell us we're getting an SR Plus, Giselle. It's possible. We are getting a Giselle like banner image in the battle pass, but that's just, you know, that could just be just an image, right? We'll see. I hope so, though. I hope so. Because if that is the case, that means Uru could be the tactic unit for Bambiel. Giselle could be the support unit, because I would expect Giselle to be a support. It would be kind of cool to get an SR Plus support unit. That would be really fun. Also, I want Giselle in game. I'm biased, obviously, clearly. And then that means Candice can be like another team. Because Candice being support would suck a little bit for those that want to be playable, I guess. Bankai Rose 2028. We should get Rose this year. We should get Rose this year. There were leaks for Giselle. Nothing saying she's playable, though. There's stuff happening that you can assume would make her playable. But yeah. There were links for all Bambis? Sure. We covered it on the channel too. They're just models, though. They could just be playable. Like, they'll be in-game. They'll appear in-game. But nothing says they're going to be playable, you know? Because, again, right now we haven't got any information about the other characters. The only 4 characters confirmed are the 4 characters. So, Candice and Uri are the last 2. And then maybe we'll get an SR+. But, again, that's not... It's not guaranteed. That's the thing, right? Let's not assume it's guaranteed to happen. It could happen. If it does, great. Hype. Cool. Need that. I want more SR Plus units to play with. But nothing says they're guaranteed to happen. So if it doesn't happen, don't get disappointed that, you know, you got baited or something. When is round 3? If we go by the exchange shop, I mean, I don't think we can. Do they confirm Candice? No. So they confirmed Uri is a finesse type. And then they confirmed there is a finesse support coming out. So just if you connect the dots, Uri is not the support, but he's a finesse type, so that means he's going to be a tactic. They didn't name drop who the support is, but the thing is they haven't confirmed Candice. We know Candice is going to be in this collab. We know Candice will be one of the 4. Like, we've known for a while now, data mines, right? And there's also the loading screens. Like, it's very obvious Candice is the last character, but they didn't confirm it's her because they haven't officially confirmed that she's part of the collab. So, did they say that because of what I just said? Because they haven't confirmed Candice yet? Or did they not say the character's name because maybe it is Giselle? I'm going to assume the former, with it being Candice. I hasn't bugging all your GGs in the wallpaper, yeah. I want to make a Blood War team, but, you know, it's fine. What does follow-up do? When you knock the enemies on the floor with your normal attacks, or your strong attacks, you have to wait for them to get back up before you can hit them with your normal attacks. So follow-up lets you hit them straight away. It's a good skill to have, in my opinion. I think every Knight character should have it. It's a nice quality of life. It just makes them more fun. It means you have to wait too, you know? Wait, Ichigo has the footprints? There's no way. Or is that just in the special move? Oh, he does. Yo, he has the footprints. That's sick. That's sick. Oh, that's actually really cool. I would have liked if he had a different different flash step. Like, imagine he left, like, a clone behind him. But at least he has this. That's cool. Yeah, SA2 is, like, crazy range. The strong attack 3 is insane, though. Let me turn down the game volume. I want to hear the voice acting. A lot of times they just say, like, generic attacks. And then the SA3 being his iconic line for Full Hollow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I would have liked more build to the Getsuga. It's a really good special move. The thing is, because, again, they can only be so long. So because they had to add... It's same with Kenpachi, right? Because they had to show the Kenpachi flexing at the end. You kind of have to speed through the attack itself. I would have liked more build up to this part. And then maybe the special move end there. But it's like both are good, right? Like... The benefit here is that we get the flex at the end. We get the cool pose at the end. But it comes at the fact that, you know, the lead up to the Getsuga goes super quick. But if we didn't have that pose at the end, then you have a bigger build up. So it's like both are good. In a perfect world, we get a bigger build up and we have the aura at the end. But, you know, special moves have to be short. Like, they just have to be. They have to be like under a certain percentage or time frame or megabytes, something like that. That's what the leaker said, right? They are quite restricted on what they can do in the special moves. But they did a good job at the very least. Like, that was actually a really cool special move. So, with that said, we're going to end the stream there, but fellas. I think I've tried to end the stream like 5 different times. Appreciate when that came out to the stream. We're going to upload our reaction to the character and also summons right after. We're going to upload the showcase today, Guild Quest tomorrow, and probably just talk about the banner, talk about compare it to eyes, stuff like that. Overall, super fun time on Braystores. Again, this anniversary has been really good, in my opinion. Like always, can be better. But at least hype-wise, it's just been... There's not been drama. Like, the biggest drama this like, last few months has been the stamina issue, which is an issue, but they already addressed it, right? Now we're just waiting for them to fix it. But other than that, it's been a good time. Been a really fun time. A complete 180 compared to last year. Game's just going in a good direction right now. And this Calamity tie-in has been super exciting. Conveniently, again, in a good and bad way, lines up with the anniversary. Like, it's a good thing because it makes the game more hype now. Not only do we have the anniversary, we also have the Calamity summons going on at the same time. It's a bad thing, though, because we have all these banners coming out and maybe not enough orbs if you're getting, unfortunately, unlucky, you know? So, again, good and bad thing. But overall, I'm pretty happy. Anyway, take care, fellas. See you lads next time, which might be for this end of month. That might be our next stream. Okay, because we have a banner coming out next week. It's not over just yet. And the anniversary might be wrapping up, but it's not over just yet. Alright, yay! Let's open BSR? Not right now, but soon.